Hey guys, Elder Blam here again. So this is a companion video to my detailed Spinecrawler Rush guide. I wanted to make a quick video just in case you wanted to just get the build order down, something like that. See how I did it. See how I made the plays. So I'm going to start. The first thing I did was I grabbed a drone. I grabbed the drone and I sent it to my opponent's natural. And I just went on ahead at 300 minerals. I would just queue up a proxy hatch. What I've also done is I've also sent my overlord over to my near my opponent's base, just somewhere out of sight, as was mentioned before. The next thing that you want to do is you want to queue up a spawning pool. Your first 300 minerals, I've queued up my proxy hatch. My 200 minerals, I'm going to queue up a spawning pool. Now, I didn't do this, of course, with this video because I accidentally built a drone, which slowed me down a little bit, but it still works out because I'm going up against a Plat Terran in this video. So my next 200 minerals, whenever I finally get them, thanks to my slowness, I queue up a spawning pool. And now what I do is I go ahead and I drone up. I drone up to 13 of 14 supply, and then at 13-14 supply, I get an overlord. After I get that overlord, then I go 14-14 supply by building another drone. So I'm at 14-14 supply for a little bit. But with my overlord, I just go ahead and queue my overlord and send it over to my opponent's base area. And my opponent still has not scouted yet. As I say in my detailed guide, I explain some of the things and why. So what I'm doing now is I went on ahead and grabbed 3 drones. I'm going to leave 11 drones back at my base. I grabbed 3 drones and I send them to my proxy. I will send those 3 drones to my proxy hatch along with the second overlord. Go ahead and have that overlord queued up, sending it over to the base. Your first overlord should be getting pretty close. But what you want to do is you want to send those 3 drones at about whenever the proxy hatch gets around half-life. I was a bit late on this. I had just a little bit over. But you want to make sure that you get that 3-minute timing attack in. You want to go for a little bit... Try to make it a little bit earlier than that. You want to get it timed to where you can go earlier than that. I was a little bit late, but it's okay. It still worked out because my opponent had not scouted me yet. So by the time that my proxy hatch finishes, ideally you want to have your drones already there, and you want to just queue up those 3 spine crawlers. Notice back at my base, I'm going to stay on this 11 drone worker count the entire time. What I do have is I've already started creating zerglings behind my spine crawlers. After queuing up the spine crawlers, immediately get some zerglings in there because they're going to protect against marines. I go into more detail in my detail guide. But for this, I just want you to get the build order. So I'm at 15 of 28 supply. 4 zerglings already. 11 drones. I've got the zerglings queued up to immediately come to the proxy hatch for defense to protect against like marines and things like that. Immediately at the proxy hatch, as soon as that proxy hatch comes up, you really want to be getting that queen in, your first queen. So the important thing is, first 300 minerals, make sure that you're getting those spine crawlers. The next 150, be getting a queen, and then just spam a few zerglings. What I also have building, I also have 1 drone building. That drone is meant to provide support in case I lose a spine crawler. I already have that drone building another spine crawler. And now what you want to do is, after the spine crawler is complete, the queen is going to come out. You want to start bringing the overlord in. And you want to bring the overlord in front of the ramp here. I go into a little bit more detail in my detailed guide. But you want to have the queen start spreading creep. And you want to already, by now... I have 150 minerals. By now, you should have a second queen queued up. Queue up a second queen. I did not. You should have that creep tumor spread. And whenever the overlord gives you vision of your opponent, begins to give you vision of your opponent's base, go ahead and get those 3 spine crawlers and set them up around your opponent's ramp. So that way you can begin attacking. Leave enough space so your zerglings can get through and run up the ramp. Now just kind of park your overlord somewhere safe. If he starts to get attacked, be sure to drag him away. Make sure that you have your second queen on the way. Don't forget that. Go ahead and start building another spine crawler just in case you lose one. I got worried that I was going to lose one here, but I didn't. The next thing I did, I started spreading more creep. What I should have done was spread this creep, of course. Get your queen into the fight as well if you know what you're going to win. So now, as soon as the supply depots are about to be destroyed, go ahead and send the lings up in there, because the lings are going to be the distraction, and what you're going to do next is you're going to put those spine crawlers on the high ground up here behind those lings. The lings are going to go first, act as a distraction, start to fight some of the units. If he pulls all of his workers and comes at you, the lings are going to take care of that, and you're going to be able to move your unburrow and burrow your spines behind those lings. That's what you really want to do, is just distracting. Your lings are cannon fodder, basically. Start bringing the other queen in there. You should already have this other queen out, but I was really late on this. But start to get your other queen in there and start spreading creep. I go into more detail on my detail guide, but I just wanted to give you the basics for this right now. Elder Balam, thanks for tuning in.